Hello, my lovely Aries. Welcome to your reading for the month of August 2023. My name is Natasha, also known as Nourish Natasha. We're going to get right into it. We're going to do a past, present, future spread with 3 separate decks. So this is our deck for past, past. This is our deck for present. And then we have the after tarot for our deck for future. Now I'm going to shuffle a bit and just tell you a little bit about this reading. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So remember to take what resonates, leave the rest. Some of it might be for you, some of it might be for another Aries. We're just going to check in with what's going on for the month of August for y'all. Also, I wanted to say that if you'd like a personal readings and everything in my shop is 22% off for the entire month of August because we have 2 full moons in the month of August. So we do have a blue moon in August. That's the last moon at the end of the month in Pisces. So you can use the code Blue Moon, all caps, no spaces, Blue Moon, on everything I have in my shop, all my courses. I have a 30-day witchcraft and wellness challenge if you'd like to get started. I have courses on yoga and witchcraft and all the things and self-love and mindful eating, and I also do readings. So if you'd like a personal reading like this, we already have some cards flying out. Go ahead and book yourself a personal reading with the code Blue Moon for 22% off, and all the links will be in the description box below. All right, we already had the 4 of Cups kind of lurking at the bottom of the deck earlier before I started shuffling, and then we have the 5 of Swords. This is the past for you, my lovely Aries, so what you've been kind of going through this month of July. July has been a bit of a doozy. We've had multiple planets going into retrograde. Our Venus retrograde started on July 22nd. We also had a shift of the lunar nodes into Aries and Libra from Taurus and Scorpio. Also, if you hear rumbling, the trash man is outside taking the trash, so I apologize. But my lovely Aries, in the past, I think you've been dealing a lot with kind of negative self-talk in the mind, a lot of limiting beliefs, a lot of mental kind of strife. I'm feeling like this kind of feeling of very glass half empty kind of vibes, right? The 4 of Cups here, and the 5 of Swords. This is the Way Home Tarot. This is one of my favorite tarot decks. And the 5 of Swords here, you can see it's like this spider, and they're picking off their own legs is the vibe of this card. It's what the artist has said about this card. And the 5 of Swords is mental fighting, battling. It can be a battle with other people perhaps, but I see this more so as a battle in the mind, a kind of battle with your own mind, kind of fighting. And yeah, we have the 8 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, 5 of Wands right behind it. I see a lot of conflict for you in July, Aries. I don't know what was going on there, but maybe conflicts with other people kind of made you feel a certain way about yourself and your mind. You know, it was like it kind of brought up these negative thoughts, negative self-talk, and we don't want that, Aries. No one wants that. Yeah, and the 4 of Cups is a card of, you know, usually it's like, traditionally it's a person sitting under this tree and they're looking at 3 cups like, ugh, I don't want these cups. And the universe is kind of like waving a cup around in the background behind you like, hello, there's a cup back here. Like, you could just forget about these kind of cups that are, you know, I think making you angry or causing that kind of fighting, and turn around and be like, oh wait, there's actually another cup back there. If I could just stop with this kind of chaotic conflict energy and turn around. Aries, you gotta cut that. You gotta cut that nonsense. We have your card, the Emperor. This is the card of Aries showing up big and strong. It's like you need to step into that Aries energy, that passionate fire energy, and get rid of that kind of melancholy, inner conflict, inner turmoil kind of vibes, and level up. It's time to level up. Maybe the conflict has come from you maybe not believing in yourself, and it's kind of that fear of leveling up, but you got this, Aries. You are Aries. You are the Emperor. You're like the big boss of the tarot. The Moon could be dealing with a Pisces. This is the card of Pisces. But again, I really feel this like internal struggle. You can see here, the Moon is the card of the subconscious besides being the card of Pisces. And you can see we have this white wolf and this black wolf. And this is the conscious, this is the subconscious. This is our, you know, our physical being, the side of us that presents to the world. And then we have our subconscious, the shadow self. And I feel like you've been really in the shadow self. You know, it's like the unhealed shadow self, right? Because the healed shadow self is able to deal with those like negative thoughts and knows that every person on this planet has a shadow self and doesn't feel guilty for it, just knows that it's a part of us that we have to deal with, Aries. But I think you're really struggling with that. And I'm here to tell you that it's okay. We're human. Everyone has a shadow self. And we gotta find a way to heal that kind of subconscious, that shadow self, and not get rid of it, but just heal it and work with it. What else is happening for Aries in the past? Maybe you were dealing with a Pisces or another Aries, perhaps. What's going on for Aries in July? Chaos mode perhaps doesn't want to work. We'll do the old-fashioned way, pull some cards. All right. It's two more, I think. Yeah, I knew the Five of Cups. Five of Cups and Two of Swords. I knew the Five of Cups was going to come out. I saw it while we were shuffling, and I was like, eh. Five of Cups has been my stalker card for quite some time. Five of Cups is a card of grief, sadness, disappointment, holding on to those things in the past, those cups that did not work out. And I mentioned in the Four of Cups, you know, traditionally the person is kind of sitting and looking at these three cups and like, ugh, like, I don't even want these cups. And again, we have three cups here that are spilt. And then there's two cups that are upright. I think that you may have, again, lost something, fought with someone, maybe lost a friend or a partner or something. But, you know, you're very hyper-focused on the cups that are spilt. Very hyper-focused on the cups that are spilt. And the Two of Swords is like, you want to move forward, you want to kind of make that decision to cut it off and like go forward, but you're stuck. You're stuck making that decision. You're like, I don't want to make that decision and leave the past in the past for whatever reason. You know, it could be something you're attached to again. It could have been like a loss. You know, maybe you lost someone, you know, like you're grieving that and you don't want to move forward, but you have to move forward because at some point this rope is going to break, right? And you don't want this rope to break without it being your decision to make it break. Like, move on, use these full moons. We have 2 full moons in the month of August to let that stuff go. All right, we're going to check in now with what's going on in the present for my lovely Aries. How can Aries kind of move past this energy? What's going on for my Aries? Again, Two of Swords. I can't make this up, y'all. Two of Swords. One right after the other. You need to make a decision, Aries. You need to cut this rope. You need to cut those ties. You need to be the one that makes the decision. The Two of Swords is a card of waiting. You can also see there's like a little Libra symbol on there. I don't know if you're dealing with a Libra, but you need to make the decision, Aries. You need to pick the direction one way or another. You can't have both. You can't continue to mourn and grieve and be disappointed over these things of the past and also expect to move forward. Out with the old, in with the new, right? You know, how can you invite in the new if there is no space for it? The only way we make space for the new is by getting rid of the old. So you need to make that decision, Aries. What else does Aries need to hear in this present moment? What's going on for Aries? Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck again. Three of Swords. Yeah, 10 of Swords. Oh, my lovely Aries. Definitely going through it a bit. Lots of swords. This is definitely in the mind. Queen of Wands. That's you, Aries. Queen of Wands is you. Queen of Fire. Yeah, I see, you know, we can see here. Five of Cups again at the bottom of the deck. Grief, disappointment, sadness. And then we had the Three of Swords and the 10 of Swords come out. And they were kind of around that Two of Swords. That's why you don't want to let go, and I get it. Heartbreak. And being totally done. This is, so the Nine of Swords is like anxiety, stress, nightmare, you know, just the worst. And this is like, you're done. Like, it's just reached that point of like, I'm done. I can't think about it anymore. It's just, you know, complete mental strife. But the good thing about Ten of Swords is that it's done. It is the ending of the cycle. This person is literally dead. And I'm not saying you're literally dead, but it's, you know, it's the end of that mental strife, that heartbreak. Three of Swords. That's you, Aries, with all those swords right through your heart. I don't know what happened. Again, I'm really sensing a breakup here. Again, doesn't have to be with like a partner. It could be a friend breakup. Could be a family thing, you know. You went through some kind of heartbreak, and it's destroying you, Aries. Well, we have to move forward. And how do we do that? with a new way of thinking, Ace of Swords. New neural pathways. New neural pathways is when you just give your brain a different option. So instead of getting stuck in that cycle of the Five of Swords and the Four of Cups, of those limiting beliefs of I'm not good enough, I don't deserve good things because these bad things keep happening to me, it's being able to catch yourself in the moment and be like, nope, I'm just going to give myself a new option. Even though that negative voice is still in my head, like, blah, 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 you don't deserve this. It's the ability to give ourselves a new option, a new sword that kind of comes up, an aha moment, like, what if that wasn't the truth? What if, everything is actually going to be okay? And we got to focus on Temperance and the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is you stepping back into your energy, Aries. Is the Queen of Fire, passion, creativity. That's kind of how you get out of that funk. And Temperance, moderation, balance, peace, harmony. This is also a great sign that your spirit guides are watching over you, your spirit team. This card is Sagittarius, another fire energy, but I see you getting out of this funk by stepping back into what makes you passionate. Find those passions again, Aries, those things that really light your fire, the things that make you happy. And that is how Temperance, we're going to alchemize that kind of grief and pain and anxiety and that negative self-talk and those negative thoughts into something magical. I mean, Temperance, you can see here that the angel on the card of Temperance is like pouring those cups into one another. It's the card of alchemy, transmutation, right? They're turning those cups into something else. Again, your cups is that Five of Cups energy, that grief and that sadness. You can turn it into something else, something very powerful. Channel it into your passions. Most great art and music and things that are created from a place of sadness and emotion, This is the After Tarot. What's going on in the future for Aries once they kind of clear up some of this energy? Yep, there you are again, Aries. Heavy grounding, and we have your card right in the middle of it, and then the rest of it is literally like the most grounded energy ever. We have you right in the middle, Aries. You can see, look, there's a little ram there, the Emperor, this is you. And right in the middle of the Page of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Hermit. Literally all Earth. I don't know if you have a really great Earth sign squad around you. I know I do. We have Taurus, the Hierophant, Virgo, the Hermit, Page of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. This is the card of working with your friends. Teamwork makes the dream work. Support, reaching out to friends, phone a friend, Page of Pentacles, being a student, allowing yourself to be a beginner again, learning, educating yourself. The Hierophant, maybe finding a teacher or a guide, or the Hermit, maybe you are your own guide. This is the card of taking that lantern and going inside and soul searching and taking a break, Aries, taking some rest. I know that it's very hard for fire signs to take a break. Believe me, I know, I'm mostly fire. I think that's kind of where you're going to find your passion again. Again, with this Queen of Wands and Temperance in the present moment, you need to kind of refocus on your passions, figure out what they are. And then once you've kind of figured it out, this is in the future. You stepping into your Aries energy. What did I say at the beginning of the reading? We had the Emperor come out. You need to step back into this Emperor energy, Aries. That's you. You need to step back into being authentically you, especially we have this full moon in Aquarius at the beginning of August, on August 1st. And that's what that full moon is all about. Letting go of anything that's not making you feel authentic and true to yourself. You need to come back to yourself, Aries. And how do we do that? By allowing ourselves to be a beginner again, by, studying, being a student, reaching out for your friends for support, your friends helping you build something. Maybe if you don't know like what your passion is anymore, ask your friends. Ask those friends who really know you and be like, well, what, sometimes we forget ourselves. We lose sight of ourselves and we're like, I don't even know like what makes me me anymore. For example, like last night, my best friend came over and we had, she's been my best friend since we were children, like since we were 11. And we had like we revisited all the things from our childhood. We went and got our favorite childhood snacks and watched Pirates of the Caribbean, which is like, we went to the midnight premieres and stuff as kids. And like, you know, she was able to kind of help me find myself again. She's also a Virgo. But then we have Taurus and Virgo here, the Hierophant, perhaps finding a guide or a teacher, and the Hermit, taking the time to go inward and like figure your stuff out. You know, you gotta figure, you gotta take that lantern, shine it sign, Aries, and be like, what the heck's going on here? Like, how can I kind of clear up some of these cobwebs from this Five of Swords? You know, it has a spider on the card. How can I clear up some of these cobwebs and find myself again? There was a lot of cards that just yeeted themselves out of here. Who is the Five of Cups is still trying to come out again, Aries. Five of Cups is like, I know. We want to sit in our sadness and be sad and listen to sad music and make ourselves more sad. Believe me, I get it. I'm a Leo moon. I thrive on the fire and the drama. I feel like all fire signs do, and that includes you, Aries. But we got to move out of that Five of Cups. Again, I know the Five of Cups has been my stalker card for some time. What else can Aries do? If that's the Five of Cups again, I'm going to scream. Nine of Wands. Final countdown. You're almost there, Aries. It feels, you're like so close yet so far. I will also note that on this Nine of Wands, we have another person. Traditionally, there's only one person on it, but in this deck, the After Tarot, there's two people. Again, you're going to figure this out with the help of people that you can trust and that support you. They're going to be there to help you through that final stretch. Nine of Wands is the final countdown. It's like you're almost there. You're almost there. Keep going. Card of Leo. Strength card. Keep going. Perseverance. Mental and emotional strength over physical strength. And the King of Wands. Again, you need to come back to yourself, Aries. I think you've really lost yourself. We have the King and Queen of Wands here. Queen and King of Fire. Queen and King of you, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire energy. You know, a divine partnership also. If that's like kind of what you're waiting on, it's like you're not gonna get to that point unless you find yourself again. You're not gonna find that divine counterpart unless you tap into your passions again. Doing the things you enjoy doing. You know, it's like for me, for example, like I stopped, I made myself the promise of like no more dating apps for the rest of the year. And it's like, well, how am I gonna, you know, dating is kind of not one of my goals right now, but it's like, how am I gonna meet new people? I gotta go out and do the things that I enjoy. Like I went by myself to see the new Terrifier movie, or not the new one, but they re-released the original Terrifier in theaters again, and I went to go see it by myself. I went by myself, and it's like, that is me doing my passion without, you know, relying on, you know, kind of letting go of my grief and my limiting beliefs around doing stuff by myself and like being afraid and thinking that I'm not worthy. I was like, you know what? No, I'm just going to go to this movie by myself. No one is coming for you as I'm talking about that. It's like, yes, rely on your friends and your family and the people that you know that support you, but know that no one is going to come save you. You know, and it's a harsh reality. But how are people going to help you if you don't ask for help? They don't know that you need help because you're not saying anything about it, right? No one is going to come for you if you are not going to be the one to like ask your friends for help. You don't need to, you know, I got caught up in this a lot as well of like, well, I need a partner. Oh, back of the card. I need a partner. I need someone to come save me, you know, or whatever. It's like, no, you don't. When you could go and ask your friends for support and find yourself again. And remember, what a time to be alive. Find the enjoyment of life again. After, you know, this heartbreak, this grief I think you went through, perhaps again it was a loss of a partner, which is why we're feeling this like no one is coming for you vibe. But you have to focus on yourself again, Aries. You have to remember how good life is, right? Stop and smell the roses, enjoy the sunset, like on that card. What a time to be alive. Like, yes, even though we lose people, we lose relationships, we live in a capitalist hellscape, like there are still things to enjoy about life. Yep. We got elevates and the rhythms of fate and the tickings of time. While we can't control timing, right? That's what the rhythms of fate and the ticking of time are. It's like we're at the whims of divine timing. We can still elevate ourselves. We can still elevate ourselves even if the universe is like, oh, not yet. That thing that you want, not yet. You can still elevate yourself even if you're not getting the partner or exactly what you want. Or, you know, it's like frustrating. Believe me, I know. Like, I've been told The universe has told me no or not yet many times. And I've been at the whims of the divine timing, but you can still work on yourself and elevate yourself, even doing so. Drink water. Reminder to take care of our physical bodies. My water's like over yonder. I didn't bring it over here with me. Take a sip of water. If, and that's funny because I feel like the cups have been here a lot for us lately. It's both a reminder to take care of your physical body and a reminder that I think look at the glass as half full instead of half empty. Death is the healing, and the wound and the gift. Similar kind of energies. Again, you've been through it, Aries. I know you've been through some stuff, but you have to follow that light at the end of the tunnel. Like, you can't keep wandering around in this dark, mopey, woe is me place of the Five of Cups and the Five of Swords and the Four of Cups and not making a decision to get out of there. You need to make the decision to get in that tunnel, on that path, and follow it out. That is all I will say, my lovely, lovely Aries. I hope this resonates. Don't forget to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. And again, if you want a personal reading just like this, like a 20, 30-minute long personal reading, video reading, you can book one. Excuse me, they're only $111, and with the Blue Moon discount code, it brings it down to like 80 something, which I think is super cheap. And again, that applies to any of my courses and my 30-day Witchcraft and Wellness Challenge ebook as well. Everything I offer, 22% off with the code Blue Moon. I hope this resonates, my friends. And I also have a tarot reading and a yoga class for the full moons and new moons for this month. So maybe I'll see you there. And I hope you have a wonderful August, and I'll see you next time.